I may fall in love too fast. Give everything to make this last. That's just who I am. That's just who I am. I'll probably even put you first and forgive you even when it hurts. That's just who I am. That's just who I am.
Hey, Robert Brown with the Winning with Love webcast. I want to welcome you to this short, quick teaching that we're doing on the 3 types of love. Yeah, there's the 3 types of love. Me, there's only 1 type really, but most people are familiar with these 3 types. I'm going to put it in clarity. I'm putting it in its proper perspective. I hope you take it and run with it. Now, we talked about just recently, just now, we talked about emotionalism or romantic intimacy, or what most people think love is. That's the romance. That's the movies. That's the holding the hands. That's going to the park. That's the love letters. That's the petals on the bed and the chocolate and the holding the hands while walking the promenade of New York City and looking at the beautiful skyline. Oh, you're so wonderful. I love you and I love you and I love you and I love you and I love you. Now, that's good. It has its proper spirit. But you're going to get tired of it because that's not going to go on forever. If anybody in a love relationship, they know that that does not happen all the time. Let's wake up reality. And that's the reason why God has me teaching on this lesson for a person, because I know from my own experience what was killing me in relationships, because I leaned on that. And the person who I was with, they leaned on that. And because we were leaning on all this other fake love, or what I call little small components of love, things that disguise themselves as love, and it's really not. It's just what it is. Emotional romance or sexual romance. Relationships never stayed because either 1 minute it was there, 1 minute it's not there. Let me tell you something. Y'all aren't gonna be saying I love you, 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 I love you. And I love to tell the people I love them as much as I can. But you know, come on, can't live off that. And then all of a sudden for 3 days I'm gonna tell you I love you. You think I don't love you? Or for a month, for the past 6 months we haven't went out to dinner. And I don't love you no more. No, it's just that we just bought this new house and somebody got to pay the bill. We'll get to it. Don't mean I don't love you. Let me say that for a day special that I got for you. You don't know what I might got hooked up on the cut to show you that I do love you, and I'm sorry that I didn't get an opportunity to show that. I'm sorry we haven't went out to eat dinner every week, once a week or something like that. I'm sorry I wasn't able to take you to this place on the top of the rock, a Rockefeller Center. I'm sorry, I used to do that, but I'm not gonna be able to do that for at least another 6 months because I gotta get this project done. After the end of 6 months, then we can go on a cruise. See, you never know what's going on, and you give up on your emotionalism. That's why that's not love. Real love is unconditional. Now, let's get to sexual love, or what we call Eros. As a man, me personally, I love sex. I love sex. I love everything about sex. A man, and I know y'all saying, oh my God, I'm telling the truth. I mean, what woman want to marry me and I don't want to have sex? What woman want to be with me and I don't want to have sex? What wife want to be with her husband and he don't want to have sex with her? That's how they go out and cheat. What man want a wife that don't want to have sex with him? That's why they go out and cheat. We love sex. And at the beginning of a relationship, man, sex is good, sex is great, man. Oh man, she put it on me, man, I put it on her. Man, yo, yo. But just like emotionalism, sex is up, sex is down. You get in a rut sometime in the techniques and the style and the performance with that partner, or in some people's cases, partners. And when the performance is not there, or the sex is stopped for a while, you figure this person don't love you anymore. You figure this person, I wonder who she's sexy now. I'm tempted to think that, because I've been in a streak of not having sex for a while. And I'm easily tempted to ask, well, one, is she holding on? And is she holding on? And if she's not holding on, who is she holding on with? Because it sure ain't me. You know what I'm saying? That's not my business. I gave that to love himself God. I'm not gonna worry about that. And I fight not to worry about that. All I know is this. I believe I'm good stuff. I'm good stuff. And I believe the person should perform. But I believe that if that person isn't performing as well as he was performing at the beginning, you should not judge him and say that he's not a great lover. You should not judge him and say that he still don't have the skills and techniques. Maybe the brother tired, or maybe the sister is overworked, underpaid. Maybe you done got on her nerves so much fussing and fighting, and you done hammered on her emotion. She just don't have the physical strength to do anything with you. Going back to what I said, sexual intimacy is just like that. It's just that. Sexual intimacy. It's not love. It's not love. Love says this. For God is love. The scripture says God is love. And it says, for love so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son, that whoever should believe in him shall not die, perish, but have everlasting life. That's love. You go to 1 John chapter 4, and matter of fact, all of John's books, he talks about love. And he let me know who God is. God is love. So, but yet God, in his proper perspective, in his right guidelines, scripturally speaking, God is the power behind sexual intimacy. Most folks will never get there because they don't want to bring God into the bedroom. And when God is already in the bedroom, whether you're in marriage, or whether you're in a marriage, whether it's heterosexual, homosexual, or whatever, God is in that bedroom. He's everywhere. Some things you want to see and some things you don't want to see. But he has to see it. Some things hurt his heart. Some things crush his heart. Some things make his heart happy. Like you just fuss with that woman, man, and you beat her down and you go in and have sex with her. You think God's going to smile in that bedroom with sex? No. I go on and on and stop there because this is supposed to be quick teaching. So I'm here to let you know that you can't live by sexual love, brother. You know, she may perform at top peak, and she may have 1,000 positions that she can get in, and she may shock you with her Soleil, how they say it, skills. You're gonna need more than that to keep that relationship, because she can't sex you every single second of the day, every day of the week, every month of the year. She can't do it, especially if she have kids, especially if she have a business, especially if she's working on her own. You never know what goes on. And you tend to think because she's not at her peak performance, or you're not at your peak performance, you may think something is up. And you know something could be up. But you know something, you can't worry about that. Just like I said about emotionalism, you can't live by sex and sexual performance alone. Just like the scripture says, you can't live by bread alone. You can't live by emotional intimacy alone. You can't live by sexual or sensual intimacy alone. Because sooner or later, you're still going to feel empty. And people are involved with all kind of relationships, all different types of relationships. And they may be satisfied now, and then they're going to come to a point where you're going to feel like you're not satisfied. I don't care who the person is, what the person is. I don't care if they've been married, or they've been married for 25, 30, 40 years. That don't mean nothing. Congratulations. They could be going through hell for 25, 40, 30 years and just willing to go through the struggle. And they can still not bring God in the forefront. Whether it's emotionalism, sexualism, or whatever, sexual intimacy, emotional intimacy, if God is not there, you're not going to be guaranteed, you're not going to have the super abundant love relationship that you always dreamed of. God can take you through heights and depths that you ever had, that you could ever imagine, if you put God, agape love first, emotionalism second, sexual intimacy first. Sad to say, some people put sexual intimacy first. They'd rather have a sex than a romance. And some people have the romance and don't want to factor in the sex. Or he can just, I read Steve Harvey's book, and we can just go romance for 90 days. Well, after a while, if that brother don't have his mind right about the different positions of intimacy, he's going to leave and go to the next one. So I thank God for Steve Harvey's book. Don't get me wrong, some good stuff in that book. But the main book that you need to know about is the one that God wrote. And you have agape love. If that is not on the forefront, your emotion is going to get attacked, the sex is going to get attacked, and then you're left with nothing. And then you go on to the next one, on to the next one, on to the next one. And you're going to do the same thing with that relationship. On to the next one. You're going to do the same thing with that relationship. On to the next one. And you'll never get the satisfaction of pure love that you always need. The foundation should be God, then the romance, and then the sex. And then once you got it all into the beautiful, it's the same way. It slabs. Agape, Eros, agape, phileo, Eros. Agape, phileo, Eros. Sad to say, most people say, guys, and now some women, boy, I tell you, they just want the Eros. I met plenty of women who just wanted to have sex with me. And hey, what can I say? But but that's what they wanted. They just wanted to have sex. They didn't want the emotional part of me. They just wanted the sex. And I've seen them put sex before anything. And I've seen them have the mentality of a man that say, I just want sex. And I'm like, you just as bad as any man. Both of y'all are messed up. And anybody who think that I'm sad to say, I've had that thinking. That's a messed up thinking. That's not right, proper thinking. Yeah, you gotta start putting your body in a position where you start and say, either my body's gonna serve agape, or your body gonna serve emotional Eros. God first. God first. Agape first. So brother, like I said before, you can be the man, boy. I'm telling you, you can be the man. You can have all the equipment, and you can have all the skills. But if something happened to you where your equipment is damaged, and you don't have the skills no more, what you got? What you got? So, I'm saying this. Eros love is really, not love. It's sexual intimacy. It's just sexual intimacy. It just means I'm intimate about having sex with you. It's not enough. It will never become sexual love until God is involved, because God is love. Emotionalism, Eros, phileo, it will never really become intimate love until God is in charge of it. It will never become that. You gotta allow Him to lead in emotionalism and sexual intimacy. Until then, don't call it love. Call it just that. Sexual and romantic intimacy. But it's just what it is. I'm Robert Brown, Winner with Love. Now don't send me no letters. I'm just speaking the truth. Because if it was love, it would have never left you. It will still be there. Because true love says, I'll never leave you. I'll never forsake you. Lord, I'm with you, even until the ends of the world. And if you got a relationship based on that, and you don't have it no more, it wasn't emotional love. It was emotional intimacy. If you got a relationship based on sex, and now it's not there anymore, it's not sexual love. It's sexual intimacy. Once God come in and you give it to Him and He begin to lead you and guide you in that, and then it become emotional love and sexual love. I'm Robert Brown, Winner with Love. Talk to you soon. Go out there and love somebody today with God's love, because God is love.
Hate it. The love of Jesus is for all, even those that hate us. I know me and you ain't the same. What about love? I know me and you ain't the same. But what about love? I know me and you ain't the same. What about love? I know me and you ain't the same. What about love?